Hello YouTube, hello, and you're back again, of course. And today we're going to be talking about wake-up options and stand-up options. Basically, OT options as a defender, not the offender. So, let's start. First things first, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what a knockdown is, right? A knockdown is something like this. When your opponent, literally, not opponent, yeah, your opponent, literally gets knocked down. So you knock them down. It's via either something like this, which is a knockdown move, or something like a launcher, like an electric, let's say, or a generic down forward 2, whatever you want to call it. And after a combo, that's a knockdown situation as well. There we go, get that out of the way. So, what to do when you actually get knocked down like this? So, you have a lot of options. Let me just demonstrate each one. First, when you get knocked down instantly, you have 3 options to do, which are instant options, which are called ground techniques. You can see these ground techniques in this menu actually, in the ground technique menu, when it says side hook emi, left right, quick recovery, quick backslide. These are the options, so let me just explain them now. So the side hook emi, when it says in the option, that's what we call a Techroll. A Techroll left or Techroll right. What is a Techroll? A Techroll is when you immediately get launched, you can mash either the punch button, so either 1 or 2, or the kick buttons, the 3 or 4, to Techroll. If you mash the punch buttons, you will Techroll to the background. So right now I'm gonna, let's say, mash 2 when I get knocked down, and I'm gonna Techroll to my character's right, which is to the foreground. Not foreground, the background, right? So, yeah, that's one direction. If you want to Techroll the other direction, which is to the background, not background, the foreground, I get that mixed. You press the other direction, not the direction, but button, which is 3 or 4. So, yeah, if you want to control your Techroll direction, this is how you do it. And if you want simplicity about what to do, if you're a beginner, let's say, when you get knocked down, 100% you have to Techroll. Doesn't matter which side you Techroll, but 100% just mash any button and you will Techroll either direction. And if you want to control the direction of your Techroll, I already explained that you either press the punches or the kicks for the background or the foreground. Now, is it important to control the direction? Yes, it is, depending on the character and depending on the situation. So first, the simple part is the situation, which means if there's a wall here, let's say, and you get knocked down, it's better to Techroll away from the wall. Do not Techroll into it, Techroll away from it. So control your direction in this situation and get away from the wall. That's one situation when it's important. The second situation is character specific. Some characters will have a harder time dealing with the specific direction of a Techroll. For example, if I'm a Kazuya player, which I am, and I do a 1-1-2, if my opponent Techrolls here to the left, let's actually make him Techroll here, right, Techroll left, I'll have a harder time mixing him up. Like some of my moves, let's say, something like this, won't work. It won't work. So it's very, very character specific. Against Kazuya, you have to Techroll left most of the time. But also the situational awareness is also important to Techroll away from the wall. Okay, there we go. That's about Techrolls. Now, what's the other option? So 2 options I already explained. Is Techroll left, Techroll right. The other one is a quick recovery. So the quick recovery is when you get launched, you can actually just hold forward. So like this, I didn't get launched. Like this, and you will do this little get up right here, which is called a quick recovery in the pause menu, in the ground technique menu. And this is very, very good because this recovers very fast on whiff, so it's very hard to punish even if the opponent is waiting for it. That, and it also is a hit. It will hit your opponent. So let me just demonstrate that. So let's just do quick recovery here, just like I explained it. And if I'm trying to go in, this will actually hit me for a little bit of damage. It's not that much damage, but it will hit me. And this is important because it will stop pressure. It's also plus for the Deviljin, so it's +3. And even if you block it, let's say I block it, it's only -2. So the frames are good. It's a hit, so it will stop pressure if they want to do something after their knockdown. And it will be hard to whiff punish because it recovers so well. But the weakness, obviously, is that one, it can get floated. Let's say something like this. You might get floated with a specific thing. Like they might just float you. That's one. The other thing is if they bait it out, it can actually get punished. As you guys see, my electric didn't work there because of the whiff recovery. But if the opponent is really ready, they can just punish you for it. Just ready, electric, let's say, or whatever. So that's the weakness of it, but it's really, really good to do. But as I said, for simplicity's sake, I would 100% advise everyone to just Techroll at first, then mix it up. Okay, these are the ground technique options, right? You can also check them here. The quick backslide, by the way, is just holding back. If you hold back, I did not select it. This is what's gonna happen. Now the holding back option is also pretty damn good because it covers the most distance. I didn't really cover it because you're just holding back, to be fair. If you're not holding back, you're just gonna stay on the ground, which I'm gonna cover as well. But yeah, if you want to cover the most distance, hold back. So these are the three options I just discussed. So Techroll background like this, Techroll to the foreground like this, also the quick recovery, which is holding forward, this one, and holding back, which you just hold back and you cover a lot of ground. So this is good. If you want a Techroll, you're gonna go one direction, which makes it a little bit harder for some characters. If you just back roll, you're gonna cover a lot of horizontal distance. So all of these cover their own options, while the recovery kick being good to annoy your opponent so they don't pressure you. But sometimes you don't do a ground technique, but you stay on the ground because of various reasons, right? You might not want to get pressured more. Because the thing about this, if you Techroll here, let's say you Techroll, the opponent will come near you again and start pressuring you and mixing you up. Sometimes you don't want that. So you will stay on the ground, which is when this situation is gonna happen. You're staying on the ground. So let me just demonstrate, right? You're doing this, just don't do anything, you let go, you are gonna stay on the ground. And now you have different options. And the options here are represented in this exact menu, which are called Wake Up. So Wake Up backwards is when you hold back after you're like this. Stand up is hold up, front roll is holding forward, for example, but front roll is very, very rarely used. The most important ones are literally everything else other than the front roll. Front roll is pretty rarely used. So yeah, let me just discuss the options, right? So back, you just get up. Cover a little bit of distance, just like I explained last time, but you will get up. Let me actually stop Diligent from moving, like this. So this is really good if you want to cover distance, same as the other one. Up is not used as much anymore. It used to be pretty decent, and this is still situationally okay to do sometimes, right? But you have to know what you're doing, but I wouldn't really advise holding up that much. Holding back is what you want to do most of the time, right? If you want to stand up anyway. If you don't want to stand up, and let's say you want to stay on the ground for reasons like I don't want to get mixed up, I don't want to get pressure, whatever, I 100% advise everyone to do a side roll. A side roll is basically the same as a Techroll, but not a ground technique, but a wake up technique. So you can't do it instantly. If you do it instantly, you're going to Techroll. But if you do it while you're staying on the ground, you're going to side roll. So a side roll is this right here. You're going to roll on the ground and then stand up. If you press, let's say, a punch button, right? You can't do a kick button, by the way. You have to press a punch button, either 2 or 1. Okay, not 2. You press 1. So if you press 1, you're gonna side roll. And if you want to control the direction of the side roll, just like a Techroll, you have to press down into the punch. So it's a little bit different with a Techroll, because Techroll you press either a kick button or a punch button, but you just press down. If you want to go down, you just do that. If you want to go up. So background, foreground, the same principle. And I would always advise anyone to do this if you want to stay on the ground. Do not just stand still like this. You're going to make your opponent's life way easier if you do this, because some things might whiff if you side roll. Now, you also might have noticed that I'm staying on the ground now. I'm not instantly getting up. While this, it instantly gets up. If you want to stay on the ground, you press your side roll and then hold down. If you hold down, you're going to stay on the ground still. You won't be able to do anything anymore. You won't be able to side roll again. But you'll be able to do something else, like Getup, for example, which, I'll talk about this later. But this is how you do it. Either side roll into instant Getup, or side roll staying on the ground and then get up. With whatever option you want. Okay, so those are side rolls if you want to stay on the ground. Now the other options is Getup kicks. So Getup 3, Getup 4, and Spring kick. These 3 kicks, also recovery kick. This is also called a recovery kick. Don't ask. So, yeah. This right here, these 4 options are your stay away from me options, basically. If you want the opponent to be a little bit afraid of you, of not coming in and, doing whatever they want via a button instead of, let's say, side rolling, which sometimes side rolling won't really work, you do these buttons. The 4 is a mid. Obviously, all of them are safe, by the way, on block, so you don't really have to worry about them. So this is a -9. This is safe as well. Let me just make him block. It's also -9. So very, very important to sometimes do them just so your opponent gets scared of mixing you up. Because if you never do them, they will never be scared. That's why it's important. You don't always have to do them. If you do it a little bit and your opponent is already aware of it, that's already good enough. Already good enough. And now you can just stand up normally and, you know, side roll or whatever, and you're going to be a little bit more comfortable in the matchup, depending on the matchup, obviously. But yeah, the get-up kicks are really good because they also track really well, especially the low. The 3 tracks decently well. The mid also has slight tracking, but not as much. It's going to be very hard for the opponent to avoid this unless they predict it and space it correctly, and then punish you for it. So you have to be careful about using it too much. And obviously you can also get counter hit out of it. Obviously. Right, so let me just demonstrate that specific motion. Let me just make a get-up kick. 1, 1, 2. And if you do a get-up kick, which you didn't there, they can't get counter hit. So be careful about this. When it comes to spring kicks, so this right here, this is good if you want a little bit of a faster option. And it's the same with the recovery kick, this little kick right here. So this is 3+4 while you're staying on the ground, and this is down 3 while you're staying on the ground. Recovery kick is the fastest option that you can do, and you can get away from situations pretty damn fast, but it's also risky because it can get punished pretty easily. So you have to be very, very careful about this. Let me just demonstrate that, right? A recovery kick, if they do block it, it's -18, which means it's launch punishable. That's on block though. But if it whiffs, you can also punish it pretty easily if they actually, you know, wait for it. It recovers not that well, and also looks like it will crush. It doesn't crush. So you can use highs to punish it, like an electric. You can do that. So that's the weakness of this, but you will get away from a lot of situations easily. So let's say I want a health soup, and just get away from the situation while also covering a lot of distance. Right? So recovery kick is really, really good. Really, really good. While also being not that -3, but it's fine. Since you're covering the distance, you just go back to neutral most of the time. So yeah, that's about recovery kick. It's really good. And spring kick does basically the same thing, but it's instead of a low, it's a mid. Right? It is a mid. It's also a plus. It's +2. But on block, it's very punishable, depending on the distance. Now let me just explain how spring kicks work. Spring kicks are very minus if you're very close to them. They're -24. But the further away you are, you will still block them, let's say, in this distance. I still blocked it. Now it's not -24. Now it's -15. So this is why spring kicks are a little bit iffy to punish. But this is good to remember that the worst, not the worst, but the best they are is -13. Which means that no matter what and where you block this, it's always going to be at least -13, which means that down back 1-2 punish for Gaza or someone else can punish with their 13 frame punisher as well. That, and the other thing you can also do against this is sidestep it, but it's hard to punish. If you do step it, it is steppable. It somewhat tracks, just like the mid get up kick, it does somewhat track, but you can step it, technically speaking. But it's just very hard to punish after you step it. As you guys saw, I stepped it, but if I don't do a dash electric, I won't be able to punish it. And the dash electric is not that easy to do, obviously, right? It's not that easy to do. Now, all of this you have to use in the span of a match when you get knocked down, when you get comboed, when you get wall comboed. All of that situation is the same when, let's say, you do this, you get wall comboed, and you can do a spring kick. You can stay on the ground. You can Techroll here as well. You can do a recovery kick. You can do the recovery get up that I explained. You can hold back. You can hold up. All the situations I just explained, you can do. But, as I said, for simplicity's sake, Techrolling is one of the best things to do. You should always be mashing your buttons. Just mash your buttons however you want to do this. Just mash them, right? Whenever you're in the air or whenever you get knocked up. Either knocked up in the air or knocked down. So, yeah. And other than that, I already explained it. Control your direction if you want to be a little bit more specific. If you want to stop them from pressuring you and respecting you a little bit more, use get up kicks, spring kicks, and recovery kicks. If you want to stay on the ground, side roll either direction. Always outside of the wall though. Always outside of the wall. So get away from the wall if you can. If you're in the infinite, do whatever, right? But also character dependent. Okay, so that was it. That was it. Big thank you for watching, YouTube. Big thank you. As always, big thank you. And hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully. I'll see everyone next time. Till then.